say thank you so much for watching here on Facebook Live and on YouTube. I am your hostess with the mostest, Suzette Speaks. I'm a TV host, attorney, and women's empowerment advocate, and I'm always trying to bring you new and very interesting women you may not have heard of. This woman next to me happens to be a commissioner in the beautiful city of Boynton Beach, Florida, where we are right now enjoying some seaside love here downtown, not downtown, like City Hall, temporary City Hall of Boynton Beach. But I want to introduce to some and present to others none other than Commissioner Christina Romelus, yay, who's coming to us live today. So I'm so glad you're here and that you wanted to sit down and chat with the Suzette Speaks fans. Please do like, please share, and I always love when you comment. So want to know what your thoughts are on today's topic. Well, Miss Christina, how are you today?
I am fantastic. Thank you all for joining me here in Boynton Beach, the beautiful Boynton Beach.
Boynton Beach, Palm Beach County, stand up.
Yes.
We're always in Fort Lauderdale or Miami, so I'm happy to take the road trip up. There's a lot of interesting things happening in Boynton Beach. She represents what district?
District 3.
District 3. So tell us about what you do as a city commissioner.
So as a city commissioner, I've been elected since 2016, and really the main part of my job is where residents, we have over 76,000 residents who live here in the city. As you pay your taxes and as you live here, you own your home, you build your business. We provide services to those residents for that. And so basically we provide fire service, police service, garbage and utilities. So really that's our job, and we want to make sure that we help make your life fun.
So keeping us safe, letting us play, have fun.
Yes.
Beautiful recreational
Beautiful
areas
parks.
Where we are right now. If you could just see behind us, the ocean is like beckoning us right now.
Yes.
But it's almost
She's
like
ready.
I was like, where's my bathing suit? It's like a hidden jewel up here in Boynton Beach. So really want to thank you for spending time with us. And again, shout out to everyone who lives here and around Palm Beach County. Want to show you some love with this special edition of Facebook Live and YouTube Live. So want to ask you about your journey. What I love about getting to know women like Christina is how they got to where they got to. What did they overcome in terms of obstacles? And you have a very interesting story. Your family came here from another country. Tell us about that.
Yes, so that story starts several decades ago, where my father, back in 1980, felt that he really wanted to provide a better life for my family. So my mother, who had my one-year-old oldest sister at the time and who was pregnant with my second sister at the time, my father felt like he needed to provide a better life for them, and he couldn't do that living in Haiti. So he actually sacrificed his own life and got on a boat to come to America. And for 3 days and 3 nights, really wasn't sure what was going to happen to him. But fortunately, he made it here, and he really just worked his way up from the bottom. Started as a dishwasher in a restaurant and just did anything, any type of work, whatever he could do. And by 1992, became a U.S. citizen. And by 1995, basically was able to get myself and my sisters and my mother here to America.
Hold up. I feel like I'm watching a movie, but this is your life. This is my life.
It's not a lifetime movie.
Hello. It's literally crossing the Caribbean Straits by boat to get to what he hoped was a better life for himself and his family. Thank God he made it.
God,
and here you are.
Yes.
So you came to where first?
We grew up in Delray Beach, Florida, which is just south of Boynton Beach.
Okay.
And went to University of Miami for college. Go Canes.
All right, no comment. Go Gators, no comment. But shout out to all of the Canes fans.
Go Canes.
Out here. I have several cousins who were Canes, so we can still keep it in, I guess, a Florida family.
Okay,
but,
there you go.
Shout out to the best school out here, University of Florida. But okay, so you go to University of Miami. What do you study there?
I was a bio major with the intention of going to medical school.
Oh, cool.
And being a Caribbean child, your parents always want you to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, right?
So much pressure.
So much pressure.
So much pressure. Like you have four choices.
Right. Yeah.
If you don't do any of the 4 choices, you add nurse to that and teacher, and you're done.
Yes.
That's it. You can't be anything else. So you changed your mind though. You were like, Mom and Dad, I love you. Thanks for helping to raise me, bringing me here, sending me to college.
Yeah.
But you had different plans.
Yeah, and really I noticed that about age 25 or so, after I had already gotten my bachelor's and my master's, that this wasn't really the path that I wanted to go. I didn't want to be a doctor. I didn't want to be in school for 10 more years and rack up way more student loan debt than I needed to. Yeah. And I was raising a young family. I had 2 young kids at the time I was married. We had just purchased our first home, and I really just wanted to stay here and be local and help my community. And so, I think actually God works in mysterious ways, because I always wanted to help people. Even with being a doctor, that's always what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But now he's allowed me in this platform to do that on so much bigger of a level. I can still help people and give back to my community, which I thought I was only going to be able to do as a doctor. But now he's shown me that I can do that in this capacity as well.
I love that. I love the fact that plans change, people. Plans change. And I think sometimes we get so married to one dream that we cannot see kind of an evolution happening either within us or around us. And sometimes we're holding fast to something that might not be for you, even though with the best of intentions, I love parents, good old-fashioned Caribbean parents, strict parents, wherever you are. I call my people the Jamaican tiger parents. But, you know, they want what's best for you.
Yeah.
But no matter what, you've got to find you.
Yes.
At the end of the day, you know I'm writing a book called Chase the Real You. Yes, shameless plug. But I love hearing that because I want to give people permission to really do some soul searching, and that self-discovery, you find something else that you like doing.
Yeah.
So you decide to get into politics right away, or how was that transition into politics for you?
No, I never intended to get into politics. That was, for me, again, it was always just being in the background and helping encourage people to do the things that, as American citizens, is their right, which is to vote. It always basically started out as being an activist and being an advocate for the community, getting them involved, making sure they know their rights, and really take advantage of those things. And from that, basically assisting the community, educating the community, it just gradually transitioned into, hey, Christina, we want you to step up. We want you to represent our community. We want you to speak up for us. And so it wasn't me that was saying, I want to run for office, I want to be elected. It was more like, hey, Christina, step into this role. We've got your back. We want you here. And so that was really the emphasis of why I went into this, because I knew that I had the support already. And it was basically just fulfilling the dream that the community wanted to see somebody representing them.
So I love this because some of the biggest blessings are unexpected. And I think sometimes when you're just doing what you're feeling called to do, which in your case was helping, I believe it was helping people be translating during legal hearings and things like that. So you already were helping people kind of in a public sphere type of way, but there was no title, there was no self, which I think sometimes when we lose concentration on what our title and what we're gonna get as far as our own reward, a lot of the biggest blessings come that way. So in kind of giving back, knowing that there's people who speak English as a second language and who need help in these major ways, in these hearings and whatnot, there you were, in the center of it, the thick of what it means to be, to me, an American. So giving back in a different type of way. So you get involved, and so people start seeing you, or who sees you first and say, you know what, you'd make a good city commissioner. Who was the first person to say that, or when did that really start to come into play?
One of my good friends, actually, who I grew up with, he's actually a state representative right now. His name is Al Jaquette. He became a mentor of mine and really was always kind of like a big brother ever since I was growing up. But he ran for office for the first time in Delray Beach as a city commissioner, and I really just was there helping and knocking on doors and encouraging people to get out and vote. And from that, it basically just transitioned into, hey, Christina, I think you should do this yourself. I think you're more than qualified. You can do this. I'm like, no. This isn't for me. This is for you. I'll work in the background, but this is not me. And I didn't believe in myself enough to want to pursue that. But he did, and so did several other thousands of people who eventually voted for me to elect me for the first time here in 2016 in Boynton Beach.
I love that fact, and I think ladies and gents who are watching, and I do it for the ladies, so I'm just going to get that kind of from that angle. From what I hear from your story is that sometimes we have to get around the folks that are kind of like just playing around. I don't want to say playing around in the area or moving in or making waves. I'm right next to the ocean, so I'm trying to find the right metaphor. Playing around in the water, making waves in the type of ocean that you want to swim in.
Yes.
And sometimes we're afraid to follow first. And I think you're a powerful example of not even with intent to do it yourself.
Absolutely not.
But just to kind of see another person doing something positive that you believed in. So you helped another person, happened to be a guy running for office on his campaign. You believed in him. You wanted to see a difference made. So you said, hey, I'm going to send this person to Congress or whatever. And there you were learning unexpectedly what is what and the lay of the land and who is who. And I love the fact that sometimes we have to spend that time, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally, getting to know the kind of the field of play where we're interested in. And I love the fact that you were doing that, and then you caught some people's eye. And then folks were like, wait a minute, who is that young lady? What is she doing? How, and there you are, ready, serving anyway.
Yes.
And now it's time to step forward. So what was that like? Was that conversation, first of all, with hubby? with your significant other at the time. What was that like? Hey, I want to run for office. You love it? Yay! Or what is that like? I think sometimes, especially as we move into different areas with women as mothers, and it's different stages of life is what I mean. You know, you got a lot more on your plate, and you can't just wake up one day and say, hey, I'm going to just change everything because there's 2 little boys that count on you, a husband, or someone you are accountable to. Yeah. So what is that discussion like?
So really, I remember I was way more nervous about doing and taking that leap forward than my husband was, because I remember when I stepped up and I asked him, hey, what do you think of this? This is what I'm being asked to do, and I'm being asked to step up in this way. And his response to me was, honey, I got your back. Let's do this.
Hey!
And I was kind of just, I guess I wasn't shocked, but at the same time I was, because I thought he would be like, oh no, honey, the kids are too young, or we have too many responsibilities, we have bills, we have a job, you know. He didn't have any of those excuses. I did. I had all of the excuses, and he was just like, whatever you want to do, I've got your back. And so, I mean, I'm just blessed to have a life partner who really sees potential in me and who wanted to really see me excel and do more. And he wasn't afraid by my light, letting my light shine, to think that that would make him shine any less.
You got a good one, boo. You got a good one.
Yes, I am blessed.
I know there's so many people like, well, I don't know if that would be the way my conversation would go with my boo thing. But I'm really happy for you because that support means a lot. Yeah. Now, how did you kind of, was there a big fundraising push? Did you have money saved up? Did you finance your house? Like, campaigns cost money. So you're following this dream and you say, okay, had to talk. He's like fully on board. What's the next step? What does that look like?
So basically, again, the thing about campaigns is, yes, it takes money. And I think the thing that really pushed me and encouraged me that much more was that, yes, I put in a little bit of my own money, but being that I was 27 years old at the time, we had 2 young kids, we're a young family, you know, money doesn't, we don't just come from money like that. It doesn't just grow on trees. But the fact that I was able to have a grassroots effort where people, every person who believed in me was willing to donate $5, $10, $50, $100. You know, people wrote out checks for $1,000 for me, and I just remember like being shocked that like what do they see in me that they believe in me so much that they're willing to take out personal funds to support and really drive my campaign forward. And I couldn't have done it without those people. And I mean, it was just phenomenal. The belief was not just, oh yeah, I believe in you, I stand behind you. People were willing to put their money where their mouth was and really step up and stand behind me in my campaign both times.
I love that because I think sometimes we are stagnant in trying to go for the dream because we don't believe the resources are there. Yeah. But oftentimes when you're aligned, when you step on that gas, the resources show up.
And you can't be afraid to ask.
And exactly. Yeah. And you don't know where they'll come from because sometimes you think it's going to be the immediate family and your close friends, and you looking like, where are they? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Did you guys know I was running for office? And that's okay because not everybody's going to believe right away. Look at a story of, you know, Obama and several other people where you've got to go sometimes to the stranger. The stranger will have more belief in you and actually offer assistance. So you never know. Sometimes we're looking in the wrong places or we're assuming our help is going to come from another place. So here you are. You win against an incumbent. A guy, and we were just talking about, we were watching on Netflix, if you guys have Netflix, knocking down the house with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. AOC. And she talked about running against, in New York, in a district that was held by this gentleman for quite a long time. And she's younger, she's quote unquote less experienced, but it depends on how you define less experienced and all the other things that go with you're a woman of color, you're not ready, let me do this, I have seniority, that helps.
Wait your turn.
Oh boy, that is
how many of us have heard that phrase?
Whether in politics, whether in business, in your office, drop a comment. Because I know as women we always get the move to the back seat. We'll call you when we need you. No. So how was it gathering that and mustering the confidence in oneself, and as George Bush would say, the strategery? How do you get those things in place to then say, wow, here's a game plan that would eventually make you successful?
I had a tremendous circle around me, and I couldn't have done it by myself. Again, the fact that, you know, I was a woman who held a master's degree, who was getting ready to go to medical school, who had all these different things going for me, but I still, in my heart of hearts, didn't feel like I was good enough or I was qualified enough. I didn't believe in myself, but more people believed in me than I had to believe in myself at that time. Right. And so they pushed me. They encouraged me when I was feeling down and when I was feeling depressed. stressed, when I was sad about something terrible or something mean that somebody had said about me, because people, they will stand behind that phone or stand behind that computer screen and say whatever they want because they're protected by the internet.
Right.
But they won't say it in your face. They'll just say it behind your back on the internet screen.
And
so you'll read those comments.
How they affect you.
Yeah, you'll read those comments, you'll believe those things, and you'll buy into that. But I had people who were telling me, no, Christina, that is not you. This is who you are. This is the leader that you are. This is the person that you are. You listen, you care, you're empathetic, and this is why you need to be in this seat, and this is why you need to be in this position. Wow. So, I mean, I had that team of people who just were willing to just step up and stand behind me. And again, I couldn't have done it without them. So, you know, friends, family, church members, people who were praying for me. Yeah. Prayer works, y'all.
Hello.
It works.
Somebody, if you don't know, you better ask somebody.
Yes.
So I really want to get to, like, so your circle makes a big difference, ladies. Some of the takeaways. Faith. Absolutely. Even when you don't have for yourself, who you surround yourself with oftentimes help increase your faith. You're going to have those moments of doubt. That's normal. Yeah. You're going to have to do it afraid anyway. I know people that did afraid, and it sounds like nothing. But it's true. Yep. It's very true. There never comes a time where you feel fully capable or ready. Oftentimes you're still like, oh my gosh, I was watching the same show with AOC, and she's getting ready to do this big debate with this guy, and in her head she's like, wait a minute, is this a trap? Is there something I don't know here? Somebody's gonna come and, you know, jump out of somewhere and turn the tables on me. But you still gotta go forward. Yes. You still have to push. So and lastly, you were literally pregnant the entire race. So what is your excuse? Like going door to door, literally knocking on people's doors. Yes. Here you are, and you said there's not that much time between the end of the election day and when you gave birth to your second son.
Yeah, and that's where it comes to. You know, we're talking about the different excuses that sometimes we as women use. You know, we say, oh, well, it's not the right timing, or I'm not the right person, or I don't have the right background. You know, I could have definitely used those excuses. I was 27 years old. I had never held political office ever. Yeah. I was pregnant with my second child. You know, I had so many things, and literally to tell you the timeline of how that went, the election was March 15th. I gave birth April 8th. 3 weeks later, I was in the hospital pushing out my baby.
Wow.
After having gotten elected. So I really spent the main bulk of the campaign in my third trimester.
Like knocking doors. Yeah. Girl, doctors would be like, bed rest, don't get germs, don't get around people, and you're like, hello,
shaking hands and all that.
Me?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
And to tell you a little bit of a joke about how that went down, you know, I would go and knock on people's doors because we win campaigns through grassroots efforts. We have to get out there. We have to work. We can't just send stuff in the mail and think that that's going to emulate to our people. So, you know, I was there at those doors and knocking, and, you know, I would knock on somebody's door and they would open the door and they would look at me and look at my stomach and look at me and look at my stomach. And I'd have to quickly tell them, no, it's not yours. It's not yours. I'm just here to ask for your phone.
Oh, the scandal. The scandal standing at my doorway.
Yes.
That is so funny. But ladies, really think about this. What do you want bad enough? That in the throes of pregnancy, you're still pushing yourself. Yes. That you're going out there meeting people. I mean, that's an incredible story. I'm looking at you, I'm like, what? Who knew? But we're so powerful. Yes, and we don't realize it. Yes. So there's something out there waiting for you, something that you really want to chase, that you're sitting out there on the sideline, making the excuse, thinking you don't have what it takes, thinking that other people are way ahead of you, younger than you, prettier than you, smarter than you. You fill in a blank at a different gender, but there's nothing really stopping us but ourselves. And I know that sounds so cliche, but it's true. So take some inventory today. Sit back, journal, do some thinking, meditate, whatever it is you do to get in that quiet space to kind of do the inventory that I know many of us need to do on a regular basis to figure out where we need to go from this point on. So if you have any last advice for people out there, women in particular, that want to chase a goal, a big goal, like you did, not coming from, like I say, money or any experience as far as having the traditional, check boxes for what a person that runs in Boynton Beach sounds like, looks like, what gender they are, what ethnic background. You don't fit any of those molds. But yet, here you sit as a second term commissioner. What do you have to say to people out there who are still kind of like giving pause and making excuses?
I have two things. First of all, find somebody who is in the position that you want to be and follow them. Get them to mentor you, shadow them, stalk them if you have to. Literally find out how they did what they did and where they got where they got, and figure that out. That's number one. Number two, just do it. Follow that Nike motto and just do it. Put all the excuses to the side. Even if you're scared, even if you're you're starting with I don't even know where to start, just start. Take that first step on the journey, and when you get to the end, you'll now be able to write a book because you've done it. You'll now be able to give other people advice and mentor them because now you've done it. So, you know, I look back at myself 3-4 years ago. I am not who I was today, who I am today. But God, first and foremost, and the group of people around me who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself have gotten me to this point. So let that person who you see who's in the position where you want to be, let that person kind of push you in that direction, and then just do it. Those are my 2 pieces of advice for you. And ladies, let's get out there. This is the best time for us to really step up and step out. Don't wait for anybody to tell you, you know, oh, now you can do it. Don't
wait a few years.
Wait your turn.
Wait till after your kids.
Don't buy any
wait
of
till
that.
you're married. Wait till all that.
Don't buy any of that. Don't wait for the right timing. Don't wait for the right education. Don't wait for the right skin color. Don't wait for anything. Just get it done, ladies. Let's do it.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, y'all give it up for Commissioner Christina Romelus right here, City of Boynton Beach. Thank you for hosting us in your beautiful city today. You can find out more information about her. Just drop where your pages are and where they can contact you.
Absolutely. So my name or on social media, just Christina Romelus, or just search my last name, Romelus, Romelus. You'll find me on all the different social media platforms: Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. I'm all over.
I'm all over.
Yes. So I'm very interactive. You send me a message, I'll respond back, and I just love hearing from the community. Anything you need help with, you can get in touch with me. Even if you're not in my city, I can try to redirect you where you need to go. So that's why I'm here. I'm here to serve our community and really just make sure we are empowered, we are emboldened, and we can really take advantage of all the things that this world has to offer for us.
Her spirit just makes me so happy, and I'm so proud of you. Can't wait to see what the future holds. And keep up the great work. Once again, it's your girl Suzette Speaks. Please do like, and please don't forget to share this video. We'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching.